Hi Aquarius, happy January. I hope you have a wonderful month and I hope you had a wonderful holiday. Okay, few things. Writing. You have something to say. Now would be the time. If you're thinking about writing something or blogging about something or an online store or I think speaking, because oddly I can smell library books too. So technical things. There's a need to say what you have to say. I think it helps like the masses or something. So I'm going to assume it's a book or something like that you're doing. Be careful though in your choice of words, because I think some people may not, and you can't appease all the people all the time, right? But you want to be delicate in how you come across to people. I think that you're going through a cycle of change. I think you need to get organized. These are your messages. I'm just the messenger. A time to take responsibility. I would not multitask right now. I think you're being really pulled out of, what your comfort zone is, but it's mainly to get you to focus and not be so scattered. Again, messenger. Your exact message was just to take responsibility for your life and not to be, I know I got this for someone else too, not to be childish. I don't think it's derogatory. I don't. I think what they're setting you up for is now's your time to shine. But you're not going to shine if you're scattered and you're into a bunch of different things. Focus on one thing and get your ducks in a row there. What I'm getting from this is it's really like a book or something. It's something like that. Relationships. It's not a time to push ahead with those. But I don't think that there's anything negative there. It's just if you were looking for something to go forward in that regard right now, I don't think it will. But I think that's for a reason. I think where you're supposed to be focused right now is on organizing your life to get it going forward. Okay? I see a lot of decisions here. You come in with I think a lot of inner work. I think you're having a hard time really connecting internally, but you've got guidance here that's going to help you. For those of you that are in some kind of manic depressant state, they're recognizing that also, but you need to be, there's a disconnect there with, you need downtime. You need downtime to not even so much meditate, but you need quiet time, because I think that may be the key in here too. You've also got the Four of Swords in your reading, which tells me you do need some downtime, right? You may not be feeling well too. Seasonal, it's seasonal bouts of, I don't know what the exact word is, but there's certain seasons that affect certain people in different ways. But it's sitting in here. Okay, again, with the High Priestess, words have power, right? You're really supposed to be doing something now. If you're wanting to publish an online store, it specifically was online store, now would be the time to do it. There's something too about vandalism in your neighborhood. So if you hear things or whatever, pay attention. I think that was it. Just, I guess, more pay attention to that kind of stuff. I think, too, with the eclipses at the end of January, I think those play a significant role in whatever this is. Given that your reading is crowned with the Moon card, I think it really plays a large role. Okay, we come in with the High Priestess. Okay. And I think, too, what's funny is I think that there's a delicate balance in how you say what you say. You want to be crystal clear, but you want to do it in a way that people know what you're saying. That was kind of where I was going with that. Now we come in with the Two of Swords. Okay, again, I think that that's just you being pulled in different places. You want to focus on one thing. And this is words. It has to do with words, communication. That's just not the spoken word, but for you, I really feel it's verbal. Okay. Now, the crux of your reading is the Temperance card and the Two of Cups. Okay. Again, we don't want to be pulled all over the place. Temperance is exactly wanting it done yesterday and knowing it takes time. It's the balance between those two. Okay. Now, where you're anchored here is the Star card. And I think you're going to come into your own really this year. I really think that you're going to be coming into your own. Like you know what your place is, right? And with this, again, it really is fame and fortune can sit in here. This is a destiny card. Okay. I think for you, the cards that are in here, though, are I keep feeling like this. That, to me, is energy. It's karma, too, though. We reap what we sow, but I don't think that that's what I'm getting that for. I think it's the delicate balance between internal work and external work. It's action and verbal. You know what I mean? It's knowing what you're doing and getting your ducks in a row. It's moving the energy, though. You know what I mean? Like, get it on paper and then go do it. Example, that's what that would be. Okay. Now, your reading is crowned with the Moon card. Okay. You've got the Wheel of Fortune coming up, which, again, these are things outside of your control. So don't be alarmed. Things, I think, not everything's going to be on your radar, but you're really being pushed in a direction to focus, because I think that when change comes, you may be overwhelmed. That's why if you're focused in on one thing, it's not too much. You're not feeling disheveled, okay? How you see things here, and this is where I got off of this card, the Queen of Cups. You want to be, it's how you use your words, how you come across to people. You want to be with her receptive, right? You want to be open to hear what other people have to say. It doesn't need to be you have to agree with them, but the key here, I think, is people need to know you're approachable, and they need to know what it is that you're saying, okay? Now, in your environment here, you've got the Eight of Cups, okay? That is a card of, yes, leaving things behind, going towards new things, but it's also taking stock of what you've got in your life and what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of. It's kind of like a cleaning, a clean out, right? Again, I think your main takeaway from here is getting organized. Okay, your hopes and fears, you've got the Four of Swords. Again, remember, this card is what Picasso hung on his wall when he took a step back from all the woulda, coulda, shouldas of everyone telling him what to do. He didn't want to do that. He went and did his own thing. But the Four of Swords is a card of transmutation. It's a card of maturity. It's a card of literally, you know, cell turnover. It's a major change. It's not just I need to take a time out. It's if your manic depressant came up in your messages. So what I want to say with that and this, again, I'm not a doctor, but again, that's a card of not feeling your best. So if you feel like you need to take rest, take rest. This doesn't need to all happen. In that downtime, though, try to organize yourself. Try to get things less complicated. You want to keep your life right now streamlined and as uncomplicated as possible. In your outbound, you've got the Seven of Cups, right? Which means you're going to be making choices for yourself. But again, with this card here, you want to make choices for yourself that are geared towards what you want. What you want to, I know you're not, this is going to be something where I feel you really have to step outside of your comfort zone to accomplish this. So that's easier to do when we're kind of organized, right? Not that you're not, but that was it was a real push in your messages. Two of Cups, Two of Swords. I think what you're going to have to find peace and calm in the gray areas, because I think things are coming for you. Opportunities are coming for you, absolutely. But I think that, I don't know, I feel something around, I don't know if it's your neighborhood that's going to be vandalized or something, but it's something in your surroundings. But I don't think that there's a reason you need to pay attention to that. I don't know. If you have children, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something like that. But let me clarify here. I want to clarify the Temperance card, because that card means many different things, but the main takeaway is also with that card, you need to have, you need to pace yourself. Two of Swords is telling me, especially with your messages coming in the Star card, is that you need to get things going in a different direction. You need to be okay with it's interconnection that you're looking for. I feel you're really cut off from your inner connection, and that's what you're needing to accomplish here. So that may be because you're running in many different directions. All right. All right, we've got the Queen of Cups again. We've got the Page of Coins and the Ace of Cups. So you've got the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. That can absolutely be a relationship coming in here too. For some of you also, I think this Queen of Cups here, I think this is an actual person in here. I think it's someone with very light features. It can be a man, it can be a woman, it's not gender specific, but it's someone who is light. Like their energy is light. So be open to that, okay? I think that this Page of Coins, I actually think that that is not a message about money. I think it's a message about a relationship. I think someone may tell you how they feel, or someone may ask you out. For others of you in relationships, I think you may get surprised about a weekend getaway or something. That could be too. Let me see what the Moon card is. You've got the Moon. It's like the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, the Star card, and the High Priestess. Those are all things outside of your control. So I don't want you to feel ambushed here. And with the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Cups, you're making choices. Make sure that one thing that we don't have in here are coins. So there's no grounding in here. Make sure you're not carried away, you know, into La La Land. We also don't have any wands in here. We have cups and we have swords. And that's it. And a bunch of trumps outside of your control. You're going to need to really connect with your inner self. All right, now we've got the King of Wands, the King of Coins, and the Six of Cups. All right, again, I think that there are proposals in here. I think there are different options. When the King of Wands shows up in a reading, he is very charismatic. Paperwork, documents. If you're doing something with those, this won't be normal paperwork. This will be something. This will be something. It's not your normal everyday paperwork. This is something that you're doing. You want to be extra diligent about that. Okay. This King of Wands in here, he may be an attorney. He may be someone in your business forum. You may have choices in people. You may be making choices about that. But however, I think that there are proposals here for some of you. Again, that came through a few of the different readings, and I think that things are shifting. So I think that relationships that have been stuck are going to go forward. I see nothing in here that would say that they would be coming apart. I think these choices are, where do we go with this as far as that goes. But I do see you making choices, and I do see you, you know, the choice will be yours in here regardless. Okay. Okay, yes, I do think that that's a proposal here. I think you may already live with this person, though. I don't think this is, I think you're already at, you know, like you're already there. All right, let me see here what your dilemma is with this Four of Swords, because if you are in need of rest, maybe you need some time to take a step back on that. Your main focal was, though, to not be pulled off your track here. As far as being organized goes. All right. I think this Four of Swords, you've got the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Cups, all clarifying your hopes and fears. That Four of Swords, I think that you're making decisions here. I think that a change may come. I think it's for the better. I do. I think you may not be aware of what it is, though, but I think it's for the better. This person, whoever you're in a relationship with, I do feel that this would be a man. So I think that who I'm talking to would be a woman. I think that if you're worried your partner is not it for you, this person would stick by you. This isn't someone who's going to go anywhere. So if that helps at all, okay. All right. I think you're good. I think this is great. I think there's changes coming for you. I think to be ready for them. I don't think you're going to see all of them, but I think that's why they're really pushing you to be organized. Like streamline your life to, you know, to really be able to focus, I guess. If there's anything in your life that's distracting you, you want to try to remove that. Okay. All right, Aquarius, if you need a private reading, please reach out to me. Again, I think these answers, if you're looking for, they're on the inside. They're not something you're going to find on the exterior. So I think I know where you're going with this. but I hope that I just gave you some encouragement if it involves other people. Okay? You've got a great, these are good people in your surroundings. Okay? So there you go. Thank you so much. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you with anything. Okay.